music musician here, and I want to share with you a really powerful technique for adding a lot of interest to your hip-hop beats. And it's basically something called resampling. It's where you take part of your song, chop it up all sorts of different ways, and basically almost make it new all over again. Now, if you want to know the real nuts and bolts about how to do this, you can check out this video over there on the top right corner. There's a link to it. That video will really show you how to do this. This video here is more about why you want to do it, and sort of the fun, showing you some examples of how you can really use this, especially powerfully in hip hop. So let's take a quick listen to what's going on here. This song's still a bit of a work in progress, but you'll hear pretty much within the first 5 seconds the sound I'm talking about. Okay, so this build-up part here. So I've got another video on the importance of endings and beginnings and all of that for writing a song. You can check that out. I'd highly recommend it because I found that my songs that sell the best, that get broadcast nationally and stuff, tend to have very strong, clear beginnings, middles, and ends. And this is a technique you can really easily use to take a hip-hop production or an electronic, really anything, and give it a lot of structure without having to do a ton of work. So I also use it at the end of this song. Let's just give it a listen here. So I've layered it with some real instruments and some samples and a bunch of stuff. But the heart of this song are the drums, the strings, and sort of the, I don't know, like horns, and then the synth bass, or at least that's the heart of this sample. So we're going to go over here where I basically just took a copy of the 3 main instruments and just copy and pasted them over here. That's sort of the core of the song. Now then, to get down to what you really want to resample, you can just take these parts and shorten them a bit. You could, try, actually before you even do that, probably the best way of testing it out is just by adjusting the left-right flags when it comes to looping and sort of get a rough sense of what's going on. So I'm zooming in just a little bit so we have a little more control. That there is a little too slippery. What if we try chopping it here? That's still a little too much. What if it just comes down here? It's not. So there's all sorts of different options for where you cut it. You could also cut it something like this, which is, or maybe like this. And you can also, but once you figure out where you want to cut it, or maybe even something back here. Once you figure out what you want to cut, you just highlight the part and sort of trim it down. So let's see what this would sound like. And then you would just Control V, copy paste a few times, and then maybe a couple more, but on these last two, what you're going to want to do is use your audio station's ability to double up the tempo. And so you sort of get this faster effect. So that would sound like. that might be too extreme. So I just want to show you a few variations on using this same loop and just cutting it a few different ways. So here's just what that's not particularly impressive. I don't like that one very much. But this one was just one I was messing around with earlier. To me, that one is a lot of fun. And one thing I want to point out here is because I didn't, I'm not cutting up the entire track. In other words, I still have all three stems. I'm able to mute the samples and the bass here and keep the drums going, which sort of creates this interesting tension. You know, I could drop out the bass in a part or something. Something like that. Another version, this is pretty simple. This is, that's just really a straightforward application of it. And then the ending of the song sort of uses the technique as well. You notice the bass is then muted there to sort of give it a lighter sound, although there is a real bass. And then sustaining, this is the regular ending. I chopped it and used Reason's slowdown feature to make it go longer, and then also did some pitch bending, so you'll hear. So check out resampling your songs. I think it'll really help you build stronger arrangements. It doesn't take that much work. Just mess around with it. Really, there's not a right way to do it. It's just about maintaining a rhythm, getting some interesting textures, and exploring. But you'd be really amazed at what this can do to create varieties, breakdowns, build-ups, intros, endings. If you found this video at all helpful, though, please be sure to like it. It really helps me out, gives me some encouragement to keep doing this. And let me know what you think. Please leave a comment. And be sure to subscribe for more videos teaching you music production, songwriting tips, and sort of taking you inside how a DAW works. So cheers and have a great one.